Okay, now that we've looked at how to set up basically a single block straight move block and using a move steering block to rotate or turn our robot in a given direction, uh, you might want to see how do we string together multiple commands so that our robot actually does more than one thing at a time. And it's actually very simple. You're going to use the same basic ideas where I already have the one block in place, which is the move straight. I'm going to drag this down this way so we see a little bit more room. Now, when we do this, you're basically going to just drag and drop blocks, or students are going to drag and drop additional blocks into place. The program as it stands now will basically go from your initiation block here through this command and then any subsequent commands. And so it just sort of follows them linearly through. Now, as we get to more advanced programming, we start using things like loops and decisions. These can obviously branch off, but really just to start, it's just going to be step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on. So a good first challenge for students is to have them follow maybe a simple path, or one that they can do on their desk is just have them program the robot to basically travel in the direction of a square. So making it go forward, turn 90 degrees, left, go forward, turn 90 degrees left, and in equal measures. Now, for this first time, it might be, I guess it'll be 8 blocks to complete that task, and they're just going to keep stringing them out together. So to do that, what you're going to do is if you want to add additional blocks, you're just going to, like you did before, you're just going to drag it up. Okay, and there it goes, it shows up. And I can either put it after, or if I want to put it before, I can squeeze it in before. And then when I let go, it kind of snaps into place. Now, again, right now, if I was going to do this as a command, I have my robot initiate here. It's going to go straight at 50 power for one rotation. And then it's going to go straight for 50 power for one rotation. Okay, so if I want it to turn and follow path, all I have to do now is decide I want it to go straight and then go here and set my turn thing to one of the either to 50 or 100, depending on the type of turn I would like it to do. I'm going to go ahead and use a pivot turn. So in doing so, I want to set this to 50. And again, I'm going to click that in. And that means now my robot's going to drive straight, 50 power for one rotation. At the conclusion of that, it's going to stop and then go on to this next command, at which point it is now going to turn to the right, 50 power in one rotation. Now, again, this will not turn, I believe, your robot 90 degrees. It'll be just a little bit shy of 90 degrees. And so the students will have to go here and using a value that they hopefully found in previous experience from when they found out how to do 90 degrees, they should be able to just plug that value right into here. It is a good skill. To encourage the students, again, this is why they document things so that they can use the knowledge that they gain in previous tasks to move forward, because this value here for the number of rotations to produce a 90-degree turn will be essentially the same as in the previous task, because unless they redesign the robot, use different tires, different wheelbase, they're using the same robot, this should be the same value. So they shouldn't have to spend, lots and lots of tries if they have this well documented. Now, again, if I want to so once I have that, and again, I don't know the real value here, but I want to add an additional command, I can just drag another block up, and you can see I can add another command. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Well, it's going the wrong way. Okay, zoom out a little bit so I can see all my blocks. And again, I can now make it go here, turn, go straight again. Now, what I like about sort of starting off with the square thing is that the first time they do it, it really should be the same 2 blocks repeated. Some kids will recognize that pattern and quickly realize that they just need to repeat the same straight turn to get the repeatable result. Other students may not see that immediately and will try and program every turn differently. And then as the students become more advanced and after we teach them how to use loops, they'll also see that we can actually eventually replace this. Instead of having 8 blocks here, we can put a loop in here and actually do the same program using only 2 blocks and then repeating them using the program. So this is a great starter activity that we can come back to and revisit later as we add more complexity to our programs, and students can see how we can build on previous ideas or simplify them using different techniques. Okay, so again, now again, you do not have to do a square path if you want to, but what's nice about that is that usually can be completed on a desktop without having to create like a weird obstacle course. But if you wish, you can create simple obstacle courses to help the um, robots, navigate if you want to be a little bit more complicated or provide students with an additional challenge, have them go through gates or whatever, and you can form those with glue sticks or just everyday school objects to have them navigate. And it's sort of up to you to feel what the level of your students and the time you have. Okay. Hopefully that sort of gets you through basic robot movement. So moving straight, turning, and then a simple challenge. That's it for now. Thank you very much.